Look at this absolute fool. This slime tuber. He seriously thinks he can beat me? Ha! In my last video, I told you all how a guy called Cosmetic Boot stole my Minecraft world record for most pigs bred in 30 seconds, to which I then showcased my brand new redstone method to retake the record back. However, literally one day later, Cosmetic Boot hits me right back by improving his original design and scores a mighty 187 pigs bred, retaking the record from me. And while you can all sit back and laugh at me at this little hilarious little war going on, little did you all know, I planned this entire thing from the start. Did you seriously think the best I could do was some measly little slime launchers on some ice? I'm the guy who crafted 1.2 million cookies in 100 days. Do you think that's all I've got? No! I deliberately beat Cosmetic Boot's record, but only by a small amount. Just enough that he could feasibly retake it from me, so he could smell and taste victory, all but for a fleeting moment, until now, when I show my true design. Now it's time to set the record so goddamn high with my true design, you will never, ever beat it again. Now I know what you're all thinking. Oh Gerg, you're so handsome and smart, but how on earth are you going to beat this Minecraft pig breeding record? I mean, your last design did seem pretty good, but 187? That's going to be impossible. Well, dear viewer, dumb viewer, idiot viewer, stupid viewer, you just don't have the imagination or genius I do. You see, the problem with our previous design is, well, look how slow we're going. It was just enough to beat that pathetic Toots record. But this? I mean, first of all, it's unreliable as hell, as you can see, but secondly, we can travel the player much faster. So let me walk you all through my design and how I made it. This is all based around the wind charge. Now you may have seen this design before. It's just 4 dispensers with wind charges in each one of them and a pressure plate in the middle. When you step on this pressure plate, it sends you in the air really fast and really high. Now just imagine if we had a bunch of pigs lined up vertically as we launch ourselves. Now that has huge breeding potential. So what I did from here was take this very simple design and just chain a bunch of them together up vertically so I can go even faster and even higher. So when I walk into this, you'll notice that I get launched up really high and really fast. I've actually been launched over 160 blocks in just those couple seconds. Now, you may be wondering, why not just continue to chain these upwards and upwards to the height limit and go a couple hundred blocks? And the reason why is the player hitbox tends to act a bit funky at higher speeds, and the machine just becomes really inconsistent. So what I do is I just cap it off, and what I've added is a slime launcher, so when it's activated, it launches the player over this blue ice to the side, and then he goes into a wind charge launcher, which will then launch him downwards, so we can get the best of both worlds. So now when I go into the machine, I'm launched all the way upwards to the top, and now I'm moved over to the side. But you'll notice that the wind charge launcher didn't exactly launch me downwards at the same speed, and falling back down is, well, it's too slow. It's too damn slow. So now I've made it so when I reach the top, it will activate this redstone line, which will flip up this trapdoor. And this trapdoor will change this wall. You'll notice how this wall has a middle section. When I flip this trapdoor, that middle section vanishes. In fact, it affects all the walls all the way to the bottom. What we then have down here is what is known as an ender portal chamber. So when this wall is activated, this trapdoor flicks down and teleports me all the way down to the bottom instantaneously, skipping out the fall. I then hook up this ender portal chamber, which will maintain my momentum upwards, so I'm launched into this string, detected by an observer, and then it activates these slime launchers, which align me on the crystals again, and puts me into another one of these chambers just to get launched all over again. Woo! So I can chain these together over and over and over. And then over here is my design for the vertical breeding pig containment chamber. As you can see, what I've done is each little section contains 3 pigs, which are staggered on half slabs. What this means is over a 5-block span, I can have 6 pigs. So I step up to the machine, I align myself on the crystals, I'll be shooting past all these pigs, and then it teleports me and launches me into the next chamber. So ladies and gentlemen, let me present you to the Hoganator 1440. It sports a mighty 8-barrel capacity with 48 individual wind charge cells, and this whole thing contains 1,440 pigs ripe for breeding potential. This is the final solution in pig breeding technology. Should be more careful about certain words there. Now what's funny about this machine is because I'm going to be using 8 different ender pearls, I actually need to wear diamond armor with feather falling just so I don't die from it, which is kind of funny. Go. And as you can see, it is getting all these pigs as I'm going up. We get to the top and we're teleported to the next chamber. Ah, we did it. And that's the end. Now the easy way to see how many different pigs we have bred is to see how many different carrots we've actually used at the bottom. And we can see that we've only bred 108 pigs. Not only is this worse than my previous record, it's certainly not beating the one which beat that one. What went wrong? Why didn't this work? Well, after reviewing the footage, you can see that, yes, I am passing by a lot of pigs in their hitboxes, but it's just not, like, breeding them for whatever reason, and I'm not entirely sure why. Now let's say hypothetically we were to give ourselves an iron pickaxe. It takes this long for me to mine quartz blocks. Pretty fast, right? But if I were to jump while mining, you can see the mining speed decreases significantly. Now, I don't know if these systems are linked, but my guess is this slowdown is what's happening to our breeding speed, which was really goddamn annoying because I thought this system was genius. I had to rethink it. So I started investigating online and I did find this nifty breeze ball launching system. So I decided to use the same idea but custom make one for my own nefarious purposes. Now allies have a really strong natural health regeneration, meaning that even though we're constantly burning them on a campfire, they will never actually die, meaning they're trapped to eternally suffer. What we can then do is put a dispenser pointing at them with potions of infestation. So if we splash these allies real quick, you'll see what will happen is they will start spawning silverfish. They will start spawning silverfish. Oh, my game's on peaceful. I'm stupid. So now when I hit the button, they will start spawning silverfish. Yeah, there we go. And this thing absolutely spews them out. It is evil. Honestly, I want to investigate this device further for the future because this just looks like a ton of fun. Look at them all down there like little rats. So then what I did for the design is just add a water pool at the bottom to collect all these generated silverfish and to contain them into one spot down here. So now I have a writhing bag of meat to which I can use at my disposal. I then put 2 dispensers above the writhing meat bag. The one on the right activates first and has potions of wind charging, and the left one activates after and launches a firework to kill all the silverfishes down there. What this effectively means is we have a bomb. So if I put myself in survival mode and just load myself into the chamber, what I can do is put myself right here, and as soon as I hit the snow block, you will see, whoa! I get launched really goddamn fast. So now the idea is we put a bunch of pigs horizontally on here, and then I just launch myself super duper fast and hopefully beat the record that way. But as it turns out, and after doing many testings of different speeds, I was still running into this issue of skipping over some pigs. And then the obvious struck me. Minecraft runs on a 20 ticks per second basis, right? Meaning the maximum amount of pigs I can breed is 20 pigs per second. And this horizontal design has 1 pig every block. And if the most I can breed is 20 pigs per second, that means the most speed I would ever need is 20 blocks per second. Going faster and faster just isn't going to increase my rate. I'm doing this thing entirely wrong. How dumb of me! And as it turns out, despite all my elaborate trying, there already exists one machine which transports the player at exactly 20 blocks a second and consistently. The good old piston bolt. Like honestly, the solution to this pig breeding war was just a boring piston bolt. All my elaborate creative solutions and this thing is the solution? I guess some machines are so reliable they just can't be beat. The piston bolt is like the AK-47 of the redstone world. Ugh. So what I have here is exactly 600 pigs ready for the breeding, and all I have to do is get in a minecart and take back my record. Once and for all. And the best part about this is mathematically impossible to beat. I will get the maximum of 300 pigs breeded. So let's load it up and do this. 3, 2, 1, go. As I tumble down this track, stuffing every last pig with a carrot of unrelenting force, I can't help but think to myself, what now, Cosmetic Boot? How are you possibly going to top this? Answer, you can't. It's impossible. Mathematically impossible. Now everyone in my way is gone, and everyone else will know that I hold the record. You know, it won't be long until they'll be editing me into memes as the breeding king. What do you think of that, Cosmetic Boot? Huh? This is my perfect victory. That's right. I win. I ride a minecart with my left hand and hold carrots with my right. I take a pig and breed it. And just like that, 300 pigs breeded in 30 seconds, one for every game tick. A true singularity in pig breeding science. Preston plays. Yeah, Jaren, Cosmetic Boot, don't you all get it by now? I am Gerg, Hog of the New World, manifester of minigames, complainer of features, and pig breeding king. Look upon my children and despair. And the best part is I'm definitely not paying for child support.